Took so long.
Listen, I'm so happy you're here.
I'm so happy too.
Listen, I've been in Miami for how long, and
a few months.
All the things that I've been able to accomplish.
Oh my gosh,
you were one of the reasons.
Oh yeah, because I like wrangled you up and made you move here.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Femininity by Rachel V. And tonight I have another special guest. Her name is Tavian Knight.
Hey everybody.
Tavian.
I got claps. Oh, she's a professional. Hey everybody. Professional. Yes. I love it.
So, Tavian, adjust your mic, get your headphones together. Let's rock. It's out.
Fix my hoodie.
Fix your hoodie. Make sure everything's in place. Make sure that bun is good. So, Tavian,
yes,
tell everyone who you are to me. Tell the femmes who you are to me.
Well, you know, Rachel and I have been really, really good friends for such a long time. Like back in the day. So many years, probably 20, 30 years, something like that. And we've always stayed friends. We've always stayed connected. We've always supported one another with everything, with business, lifestyle, everything. We've always been family-esque. So I'm just so happy to have my sister, my friend here in the same state as me. So we can keep, creating and doing positive things.
Yeah, so Tavian is right. We have been friends for, I can't even count back. I'll be telling my little age and stuff. But Tavian has been in my life forever. She has been a positive force in my life. And I am so happy for you and your hubby and all of the things that you guys have accomplished with over like the last year or so.
Yes, we've been so busy. We started a new company called the Gem Factory.
Yes, let's talk about it.
Yes, I am COO of the Gem Factory. I also have a personal concierge service where I'm CEO of that. And when I have time, not when I have time, but in between all of that, I manage Dre's day to day. I'm also the liaison between the musical artists and Dre, so I have a busy schedule. I'm a busy girl.
You really are a busy girl. So, to me, you and Dre, we call you Dravian.
Yes.
This is films. Tavian is Dravian because her husband's name is Dre Knight. He is a phenomenal music producer and he is just amazing. But we're going to talk about Tavian today because we're going to have Dre on the show and he's going to cut up too. But Tavian, I'm so inspired by you because you and your husband work so well together. Y'all managed to juggle being in love and being in business so well, and it just works so naturally.
It's so natural.
Tell us the secret, sis.
I wish I knew the secret. I hear so often that, if you work together, you can't be together and vice versa. Well, he's my best friend and he knows all the business. So what other better business partner to have than my partner? We live together, we work together, we sleep together, and I'm like the baddest bitch on his team. So
you really are.
Who else he gonna have in my space? There's nobody else.
Right.
So, it works really, really well. We do have to have times where we, separate work time from personal time, from relaxing time. We say, hey, let's dial back a little bit. Let's hang out tonight. Let's just watch a movie. And sometimes it's really, really hard. It can be really stressful when we don't have that time, and then I be pouting. I ain't this, but working with your partner, it's like the best thing ever. I don't want nobody else handling my business but us handling our business.
And it makes y'all, stay like really close.
For sure.
I love that. So we're going to dive all the way into it. We're going to put this in compartments.
We dive.
And we're going to help these ladies whoever wants to like go in business with their partner, they know that they can do it. Because I hear a lot that, you know, you can't really work with your partner.
Yeah.
No, it's a goddamn lie.
Maybe
you
it's the wrong
can.
partner.
Right.
I'm just saying, it might be the wrong partner.
It could be. So we want to break this down into compartments. And first we want to talk about the work and how you are able to keep it work, but also keep it romantic too.
Oh, wow.
Because I watch you do that a lot.
It's called organization and proper time management. You know, I wake up really early. You know, I handle my business. I do everything really strategically because I handle his day to day. I guess it would be like, not if you had kids, but the same kind of thing that a mom does with kids. She wakes up early, she gets them ready for school, you know, this and that. You pack the lunch, like you have a system. It's the same kind of thing in a relationship, especially when you're running a business. You have to have a system. I wake up really, really early. I have my me time, whether that's just coffee or meditation or talking to my mom on the phone, trying to make it to the gym, whatever that me time is in the morning, I do that. And then I dive into the work, boom, 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 getting the house going, things like that. And then I'm working, you know, from like a 9 to 5 situation. When I'm done working, when my brain is done and over with, I go into wife mode. I go into girlfriend mode. It is now our time. We put that to the side. It's no more that you can do. You can't make any calls. You can't send any more emails. You can't do anything else. Now it's time for you and your mate. And whatever it is y'all do at night, whether it's watch a movie, you know, get in the jacuzzi, whatever, take a ride, fool around, whatever it is you do that shit.
That was great, Tavian. So I want you to talk to the femmes about self-care and your take on it and what you do, because I heard you mention like you make sure that you have time for yourself, and that's one thing I have taken away from you is you make sure you wake up really early. I used to never want to wake up early, but now I do wake up early. I know it's okay to wake up early and then get back into bed. Yes, so that's something that I learned from you visiting you and your husband and being in LA. I learned a lot of self-care, different things that I could do for myself. So I want you to talk to the femmes about what your routine is, you know, on a day-to-day basis. I know you switch it up.
When we were in LA, I think you caught pieces of this, that my routine then was I would wake up 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. The house is still cold and it's dark and it's quiet. You can be with your own thoughts. I would creep downstairs in my robe. I would make my tea. I would lay out my yoga mat. There's no bothers. I would center myself. Whatever you want to do. If you're praying, if you're meditating, whatever it is, your thing that you do that thing. So there's no interruptions. There's nobody calling you at 4 o'clock in the morning. And if they are, that's just crazy. Do your thing in the morning, and then you can always get your ass back into bed. You can get back into bed, and then you bring that energy back into the bedroom, you know, and then your mate is there with you, and bodies are intertwining, souls are together, and it's just a really good thing. Then you can wake up together, you know. So that was like my me time is very, very early in the morning. I love that. I really, because once the day gets going, you ain't getting that shit in.
Right.
It ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, you're not. So would you say is your morning like a selfish morning? I normally tell people I'm very selfish with my morning. Like I don't answer my phone. Well, for you. I'm not even going to say that. For you, I do. But I don't. And the reason why she is not included in the do not disturb list is because she doesn't bother me. Her energy is always amazing. So I don't mind hearing your voice the first thing in the morning. But I do have this thing where I have like a selfish morning where I don't talk to anybody. You know, I just try to move about and do all the things I need to do for myself.
That's really good, because other people's stuff can distract you and it can change your mood so
Absolutely.
early in the morning, and that just sets the tone for the day. So it's good that you do that. You just kind of like step away a little bit. That's really smart. That's really smart.
I have to put this song back on. I'm sorry. This song is like,
song?
oh my God, it's so fucking amazing. It's just so Dre, God, it's just amazing. Can't take it. Okay, so Tavian.
Yes.
The femmes would like to know from you about your beauty care.
Oh my gosh.
Like, I'm sitting here looking at my girlfriend and I'm like, she's so fucking gorgeous. Like, why are you so damn gorgeous like this?
She always say that.
So listen, guys, Tavian, as long as I've known her, have never played about her beauty. Never. She does not play around about it. Share some of your secrets with the femmes, please.
It's nothing super spectacular. One thing is, I started at a really, really young age with skincare.
Okay.
My mom was really into it, so I started really, really early knowing how to care for my skin, proper food and nutrition and things like that. I always go up. That's like my secret.
Girl, I don't go up.
I always go up. Just up. And I really think that saved me a lot. You know, so I do a facial once a month. But good skin runs in my family. So I kind of got like a little boop boop. But I started at an early age. I always cleanse and moisturize. I always go up. And I try to get in as much water as possible.
You do.
I try.
You do. And you know what else I like? You make sure that your husband is getting the same care.
Absolutely.
I love that.
You got to clean his damn face too. When I go and get a facial, he gets a facial.
I love
when
that.
I get skincare for myself, I get skincare for him, and it definitely shows.
I love it.
And I drink really good. I drink expensive water.
What kind of water do you drink, sis?
That expensive water.
What kind of water is that, sis?
One is called 9. Whatever the most expensive water in Whole Foods is, I get that.
Get that.
I get that. It's just better. It's just better. So I think it's just the little things, you know. Water. I try to sleep when I can. Go up.
So Tavian, as far as, you know, you being like this entrepreneur, this wife to a boss, when do you have time to be romantic?
Oh my gosh.
Like, what is that? What does that look like? I would like to know.
What does it really look like?
Yeah, let's talk about it. I want to know what it looks like. Yes, we're teaching people here. We're helping our femininity community. Yes. And these ladies need you.
So one thing is to just always try to be in tune with your partner, know how they're feeling, know how they're thinking, and just get on top of it. Like, I can feel when he feels like not neglected or he needs some more attention, because I'm crazy busy. I can feel that energy. So I spring into action. Okay, I have candles all around. Let's light up the damn candles. The champagne in the,
I love that.
Let's pull out the champagne. And my husband loves certain things, so I will put on certain outfits.
Like what?
And things. Oh my gosh, he loves outfits.
I know. Yeah, like what kind of outfit?
Anything with holes in it. First of all, holes. Anything with holes. Anything that's super nasty. He loves it.
He loves that.
He loves it.
Girl, listen, I'm gonna tell you this story, right?
Story time. Let's go.
Listen, I will always go to Fredericks in Hollywood, right? Because I just wanted a nice array of shit, right? And I would always pick the corniest stuff.
Wow, you pick pretty stuff, didn't
yes.
you? You always pick pretty stuff.
I didn't know.
She was in there picking pretty
stuff.
I
was picking
you gotta pick slutty stuff.
Man,
you gotta pick
I know.
Stuff.
I was picking like the little lady on the party with the little lace and the little pinky stuff. And
you gotta
guys don't like that.
They like that nasty shit. You gotta pick the nasty stuff.
Man, okay, so listen.
So we have our
what should I be buying from the store? Tell me.
Look, when you talk to Dre.
Talk to Dre.
Because he buys my lingerie.
Does he?
He buys all my lingerie.
Listen,
he picks out what he wants. So maybe that's you know
what I realized too about guys? They like stretch marks.
They don't mind it because
they love it.
That's a real woman.
They love it. They love stretch marks. Yeah, they are nasty, just nasty men, nasty old men.
Nasty men. So I would let the guy, let your mate pick your, lingerie because he knows what he wants to see you in, and that's going to turn him on even more.
So, femmes, you have to let the men pick the lingerie. Listen, look at you over there looking. What you think about that? Chill.
and it gives you one less thing to do, and it gives him like it makes him excited that he can
That
pick
is
this
good.
out for you.
We're going to have to try that. Yeah. Let the men pick the
men pick
lingerie.
Mm-hmm.
Let them buy it and let them put it on the bed and say, here, go do that.
Yep. So some nights you got to have your erotic, let down your hair, those nasty nights. You got to get that in because he has to have that type of energy. You know what I'm saying? He got to have that. And then you have, your romantic nights, your sweet nights, your cute nights. Some nights you got to get it in.
Really?
You got to get it in.
I love that. Ooh.
You got to get it in.
Girls, you heard that? You got to get it in.
Got to get it in. And we're coming up on 5 years.
5 years already.
Yeah, already.
5 years already.
So.
Wow. So Tavian, when Dre first met you, what did he say to you? When he saw you and he looked at you, what did he say?
First, he didn't say anything. He looked at me like he knew me. Mm-hmm. So I was a little bit frozen. He just kind of like looked at me like he knew me. And I was like, he must think I'm somebody else. And he said, can you come in for a second? And I like looked behind me. I said, he's got to think I'm somebody else. So I came over and I said, yes. He said, can you please sit down and can you please talk to me? I want to talk to you. And I'm going to make you my girlfriend and you going to love it.
He said that on the first day?
The first 5 minutes. I looked at him. I was like, what? I looked him up and down and he was right.
He was right.
He was right. We got married a year later.
Listen, if someone would approach me like that, I would probably sit down too.
Like, oh, okay. And I had been
like, oh, okay.
I had been in a space.
Let me have a seat then.
Let me see. I just got to see what he's talking about. But I had been in a space where I was ready to find like my love. I wanted to have that person where we shared everything. We didn't hide things. He was a normal person. He wasn't corny. He was all the things that I wanted. I was, in search for my person. And when he talked to me, I just felt this different energy. So it's important to, just pay attention, think about how your gut feels and things. If something don't feel right, it's probably not right.
Right.
If it feels good, it might be really good. So just take your time, pay attention to what yourself is telling yourself. Just take your time. And then I sat down and I talked with him for a little while and the conversation was so good. It was so mind-blowing. It was so perfect. And then I got so nervous. Like I went and called my mom and I was like, girl, I just met this guy. I was like, I don't know if he's a pimp or he's fucking perfect. Like, he's perfect. And I got spooked.
I remember you telling me.
I was spooked.
No, you know what? You didn't tell me anything about him right away. What I do remember is I called you on the phone real late one night or something. It was like 12 o'clock my time. It was 3 o'clock your time. And you was driving from somewhere. And I was like, where the heck you coming from?
I remember that.
I was like, excuse me, where you coming from? You was like, girl. I was like, girl, what? You didn't tell me about him right away. You waited because you wanted to make sure.
I wanted to make sure. I wasn't sure because it was so perfect. The energy was so right. I loved this conversation. He was fine as hell. He was smart. He could speak well. He was eloquent. He was educated. His music was delicious.
Roll that shit off.
He checked all the boxes, and I'm like, nobody can be this perfect. And then I'm like, wait a minute, God is good. Why can't I have something perfect?
Right.
So we chopped it up and everything, and I promise you a year later we got married. And that is like my person, my best friend, like my everything.
I love that. Oh my God, that's so amazing.
He's everything.
Well, Tavian, so tell us about, Dravian, the birth of Dravian, and how you guys started these companies, and how did you choose your role and your position and what part you was going to play in all of this? Because you guys have built an empire in a short period of time.
When I met Dre, I said, we were on our first date. And I said, so what do you do for a living? He said, I'm a music producer. Well, I'm in L.A., so I'm like, oh, God, everybody's a music producer or an athlete or a personal trainer. So I'm like, okay, let's go to your studio. Because I knew him. I love music. I love everything about music. So I said, let's go to your studio. And I knew, and I even told him, I said, if your music is whack, I just cannot. I just can't do it. I can't live a lie. So we'll see. I'll
And
be
the music
judge
is
of it.
not whack. Let me tell y'all something. That music is some good ass music.
I'm so good.
Listen.
It's so good.
Listen.
So went to the studio and I heard his music and he played the piano so well. I'm like, wow. And that's how I knew. Because I couldn't do anything that didn't feel right. So years and years later, I was trying to help him with his business, but I just didn't know how. But it took a little bit of time to see where I could fit in and fill those holes and help him and assist him and help this thing grow. And a little bit around quarantine time, he came up with the concept Gym Factory as a music production company. And I've had production experience. I have my bachelor's in communication, so I kind of know certain things. And now I'm finding ways that I can assist him, management wise. My communication skills are excellent. I love talking to people, dealing with people. I'm good with budgets, logistics. So once he started the company, we began to build it and grow together. I saw where I could insert myself and help him, and I did just that and got on payroll. And and just inserted myself and helped and I think the number was I tripled our money within a few months. That's how I knew I was on to something. So then once that happened, I stepped it up a notch. So I'm like, okay. And then you'll start to grow. If you did, your guy, he could be a photographer, he could be a candle maker, whatever it is. Once you see what he needs and what he's lacking, try to fill those holes, right?
Exactly.
And as time goes on, your role will increase. Things will get larger and bigger and better. And once that bank account increase, he's going to be very excited and very thankful. And you just going to keep moving towards your goal.
I love that. I feel like a lot of women need to know, and understand that it's not about just a man providing, but it's also you being able to look at a person, listen to a person, watch how a person move, and see where you can fill in those blanks. It's not about a take. It's not about a take.
A lot of people say a good relationship is all about communication. I would have to say it's about understanding. Once you understand a person and understand their background and what they're going through and what they're trying to accomplish, understanding all of that makes everything just super easy. Like, I understand exactly who Dre Knight is. I understand exactly where he's trying to go and what he's trying to do. So I'm right there making it happen with him. You got to have understanding with these men, and make it happen.
You definitely have to have an understanding. You can't think you're just going to sit there looking pretty.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Not playing your position or your role, ladies. It's not realistic.
And why would you want to do that? I want to have something, and I wanted to build something with my mate that I could also call my own. It's different if somebody's giving you stuff and giving you money or gave you a house. Work for your own shit. Nobody can take anything away from you. And that's very important to me. And having something to, pass down to my family and, create this new lineage in my family, that's very important to me. So
I think it is important.
Get right with them goals.
You do got to get right. You had goals yourself, and that was a great thing too, because I notice a lot of women talk about they lose their selves or they don't know who they are. I feel like in this relationship, I watched you birth a new Tavian. I watched you become a whole nother woman with this man. And that's why I will always support you both. Like always.
Oh my God.
So don't you dare.
It's not gonna happen. No.
No, but really, I do love and appreciate the both of you. I love the love that you have for each other. I love the love that he has for you. Like, it's amazing. I think it's great. So Tavian, let's talk about some fun stuff.
Ooh.
So Miami.
Woo!
Let's talk about
Love
it.
it. Muy caliente.
Yes, tell me everything that you love about it. Everything. I want to know everything that you love
I
because you
love
was living
everything.
in LA. Let's talk about the difference.
Yes.
LA living and Miami living.
Because of the temperature that COVID has brought,
temperature.
and all of that, I find that Miami is a lot easier to move around. It's a lot easier to navigate if you're a small business owner or entrepreneur. You know, the sales tax is lower and things like that. The food is divine. You know, a lot of beautiful people everywhere. It's not as pretentious as LA. So we're having a really, really good time. We love living here. Beaches everywhere. Even when it rains, it's beautiful. But we did really well as small business owners when we first got here, and being able to explore and kind of living lavishly. You know, in LA,
For sure.
In LA, it's a lot more expensive, so you gotta play it more safe. But here, you can have fun and. We live on the something tish floor. We got a beautiful view, and I've got white marble floors, and it makes it all worth it. And I really felt like it's not about just work all the time. It is about living your life, and it is about the quality of life.
The quality of life.
Quality of life is very important. You should be surrounded by beautiful people and beautiful things all the time while you're doing your work. Like, why the fuck not? Why not? We are Black, we are beautiful, we are worth it. We can live anywhere and do anything we want. So I thought this was a great place for him to continue his music and get some muy caliente in there. The food is great. My sister is here now. Like, I love it. I love it.
I know that I don't get up to you guys that often because I'm building, working, grinding. But listen, in a minute, sis. In a minute, it's going down. Do you hear me? It's going down.
It's going down.
It is going down. So listen, tell us about date night. Because you guys work together, you live home together, but you guys are really, y'all be dating around.
Every week we have a date night where that day is set aside just for us. Shut off the phone. Everybody in the world knows it's date day. Just leave us alone. We could do anything. I remember one of our funnest date days in LA was we went to we took an improv class. And we just did improv and acting, but things like improv help you in your day-to-day life. It helps you with phone calls, meeting new people,
nice.
Remembering things on the go and being spontaneous. We did an improv. We went and we went to this place and we got free pizza, and then we test drove this car that I want, and we just spent the whole day together, and we probably spent $1.
Oh, that's good.
Spent $1.
How y'all pull it off?
We did 4 things, just being creative and just thinking of innovative things to do. It doesn't always have to be a $400 dinner.
Yeah.
It just has to be about you and your mate spending time together and just doing something different.
I love
something
that.
different. Now, I do like a $400 dinner from time to time, but I think date day is very important. That way you guys can regroup. Download about things, get into the mood, spend quality time with each other, shut the phone off, turn Instagram off for a second, and just be yourselves together.
So, Tavian, who picks out the outfits?
Me.
For date?
Oh.
You didn't even let me get it out.
I pick them all out.
Jesus.
All of them. He don't know where the clothes at.
So listen, when you guys go out for date night, do you know what you're gonna wear, or you have
Absolutely.
a feeling? Or
Absolutely.
let me get the question.
Okay, fine. All right, go.
I'm going somewhere. So how do you know when you wear the black dress? How do you know when you wear the wifey dress? How do you know when you wear the little slut dress? What feeling or what energy do that man be giving off for you to know what you putting on?
I mean, it depends on how I feel, that day. And then also, what we're doing for the day and how he's feeling. This date day is well thought of. It's not, nothing is on a whim. Mm-hmm. This is all calculated, very methodical. I know what's happening. I know if we're going to poppy steak or something, I might pull out that black slutty dress because that's what's popping that night. I'm probably going to have a couple of bottles of wine. It's going down.
Listen, I want you to tell the femmes about poppy steak.
Poppy steak is
Poppy steak.
Poppy steak is so good.
It is so fucking sexy.
Good. And I love that they play like hip hop
I do
and
too.
like music that we love, and it's people that look like us. Usually, when you go to a high end 5-star restaurant, it's more of the others. I love that it's people that look like us. It's young entrepreneurs, black and brown people, but still professionals. Like, I love that. And that's one thing I didn't get a lot of in LA.
Okay.
I didn't get a lot of the mixture of people. It's like either you were rich and you did this, or you were this and you did that. But like, it's like a big melting pot here. And I love that. Everybody's like young, cool, professional, hip hop, entrepreneur. They bout it. These girls here is bout it.
They
working.
Mm-hmm. They are
working.
Yeah, it's very
I
inspiring.
love my Miami friends.
Yeah,
I got 5 of y'all, and I love each and every one of you. I love all 5 of you. Like, they be getting it. They work.
They do. I do love the energy here. Like, the energy, like just being able to go to the beach and, just have something like just the atmosphere and, watching the waves hit, and then be able to go somewhere popping like Poppy steak or, that was my first time going with you. First time? Yeah, because I was putting it off. I was like, I don't feel like it.
Nice, right?
Yeah.
It was nice.
It was extremely sexy. Yeah. The energy in there was really good.
Sexy. Nice velvet walls and things.
Yes, it was beautiful. The food, it was good. I saw some friends that I knew. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had a really good time with you and Poppy steak.
So, ladies, if you're planning date day, like, think of this stuff beforehand. Think of this stuff the day before. I don't wait till the last minute for nothing, because these men be moving. So you always got to be 3, 4, 5 steps ahead. Pull that hair out, get that dress together, whatever it is that you wearing, get it together. Okay?
Get it together, ladies. So, Tavian, please tell the femmes, give them 5 tips that they can do for self-care, like to make you feel good and stay in your feminine aura and, make you feel sexy all the time.
5 tips.
5 tips.
5 tips.
You have to explain. Don't just say hair. You got to explain.
5 tips for self-care.
Yes.
I would recommend, number 1, I would do some type of a meditation. Okay. Number 2, I would drink water. It helps cleanse everything in your life. I would take an hour out for yourself every day, whether that's in the morning or whether that's you going to the gym or sitting on the patio, just like cutting out everybody, just 1 hour at least to yourself to kind of like just download with yourself. That's something that I didn't quite do early on in our relationship. I was just like, Dre, go. Take an hour, for yourself. Let's see. Number 4, make girlfriend time. It always makes you feel so good. It makes you feel so much better. You get to laugh and see what they doing. And they might got to tell you something that you ain't doing or whatever it is. Like, have girlfriend time. Like, break away from everybody and go be with your girls. For number 5, what could I say? Drink champagne.
That was good. Drink champagne. What we having? What did you pull out the refrigerator for us to drink?
We're having a little white wine tonight.
A little white wine. I always drink red. I don't drink wine. Drink red. White that often. It's okay. It's not like my Snoop Dogg.
She loves this Snoop Dogg.
Can
somebody get him on the line so we can get something happening here, because
I have an early morning flight, so I didn't want to necessarily drink that one because that one isn't really strong, but I do like it a lot.
Yes,
like, it just
I don't want you calling me tonight talking about and another thing. And another thing.
So, Tavian, most of the femmes always have relationship questions and things like that. I want you to give the femmes some really good advice on how to keep a healthy marriage, because your marriage is very healthy and I feel like they can learn a lot from you.
Don't argue. Just shut the fuck up.
Shut up.
What are we arguing about? Like, why?
What are we arguing about?
Dre used to call me the okay girlfriend because he would say certain things to me and I would just say, okay. And like, if you think that makes sense, or if you think that that's going to work, okay. Some things you have to just let be. You have to like pick your battles. We never argue. Ever, 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 ever argue. We never argue. It's nothing to argue about. It is you two together, and that man has to go out every day and fight the world. Why would he want to argue with you? Why? Just say, okay, and circle back around later. Say, hey, when you said so-and-so, I'm just trying to figure out, what did you mean by that? Like, let's take some of that nasty up out of our homes. Let's take it up out of our hearts. Let's take it up out of our lives. It's not necessary. You don't need it. If you have your person at home with you every day, just talk about it. We never argue. If I don't understand something, I'm like, what are you talking about? It always kind of like goes into like a joking way, like, why do you have that on? Like, you can't wait. Like,
listen, I got another funny story.
Go.
Listen, first of all, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Can't nobody argue with Tavian anyway, because she a whole pitbull on the skirt. You don't want to argue with her because she gonna have the last word. It's best to just shut up and keep it moving. I will never forget one day she was trying to pick a fight with me, and I just shut up. I was like, oh, I'm not. She was like, I mean, what's funny? I want to laugh too. What's funny? I want to laugh too. I was like, oh no. Tavian, let me call you back.
Let me call you back.
Because you're not about to bait me in no fight. Let me call you back, sis.
I wanted to laugh too, so I was just like trying to see what was so fucking funny.
I'm not fussing with that lady.
Look, she hit this red button right here.
I said, oh no.
No.
I'm gonna call you back, friend.
So yeah, you took a page out the book. It's no need to argue. It's no need to argue. Just talk to the person. Take that up out of that house like that. This man got to go outside and fight the world. He shouldn't have to fight with his girl.
He shouldn't have to fight with his girl. All right, so you want to say anything else about keeping it? Because we can raise. I'm not finished.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're not finished.
Do we have any more of this?
I'm not finished, sis. I'm not finished. So Tavian. Tavian. So bad.
Oh, it's getting warm.
Yes, I had to put the voice on because, the femmes want to know how to keep things sexy and entertaining. So, Tavian Knight, tell the femmes the tricks of the trade. Girl. Tell the femmes about keeping things spicy in the bedroom.
Girl, she's really trying to take it in. Yes, all the wine, sir. All the wine. Uh-huh.
Yeah, Tavian. We want to know.
Could I bother you for one ice cube? She about to go there.
Because I need some tips myself, honey. I need some tips myself,
Okay.
Tell us what's up, honey.
Okay, what you want to know?
I want to know about all the naughty things we are supposed to be doing, because
you got to be naughty because it's some other people out here being naughtier. So you got to be naughty.
So let's talk about it, sis. What's one thing I need to be doing if I wanted to keep my situation flowing and keep things great? Do we go and buy shoes? Do we go
buy
and
all
buy
that shit?
Tell us.
Buy
Tell
all that
us.
shit.
Like what's happening?
Buy all
what's
that
happening?
shit. I'm a businesswoman. I'm a professional woman, but I like to have fun. I like to let my hair down. Me and him like to play and all of that. So whatever it is that you got to figure out what y'all like to do. If y'all want to, take some shrooms or drink wine or whatever it is that your thing that you do to help y'all like experiment, go outside the box, because anybody can roll around in the bed and have fun. So what is your thing? You got to talk about it with each other. If you want to take some shrooms and go to the beach and fool around, like we would always like make up like things like to do.
I think it's really good to talk to your partner about what they actually like, because I think a lot of people or couples, I'll say a lot of couples, they tiptoe about what they like. You know, don't tiptoe about what the fuck you like, because you're not gonna get what you like, and then the person's gonna feel suppressed.
And the partner may be afraid to express like what they like, because they might not be sure, like, is she going to like this? Is she going to think it's too crazy? Like, I would just always have like the conversation and just always explore. Like, we never stop exploring. I'd be like, what we can do tonight? Like, what's happening? What's going on? Like, let's go. Never. So my tip is never stop exploring. If you got the outfits, if you've done date day, you got the shoes, and you just keep turning it up a notch. Just keep going up a notch. You say, hey, okay, we had champagne last week. All right, this week let's have tequila.
You know what I never could get into? I never could get into like role play or anything like that. Is that like a thing?
Role play is tough for me. I just have to let my other side come out. I'm not a big.
How do you get the other side to come out? We want to talk about. Let's talk.
Lots of champagne. Lots of champagne.
Lots of champagne.
Lots of champagne will let your inhibitions down. Like just exploring whatever your thing is will let those inhibitions or any type of insecurities down. And when you get all dressed up and you pretty and you kind of got on like a slutty outfit, it makes you act that way. You act nasty. You just sometimes you be like, fuck it. Let me just do it. You know, let me do it. Let me just be his hoe tonight. Let me just go there. And like it feels so good. It feels like a release for yourself. Like the next day you be like, oh my God.
I did all that.
You walk, the next day you walking like this, like, bitch, I did that. I did that. So whatever you're doing, just make sure you step it up a notch. Like if he likes porn, put the porn on. Find the best porn. Find the porn lady. Invite her to the damn house. Whatever it is, always keep stepping it up a notch. Keep going. Keep going.
Stepping it up a notch. Listen, y'all. You heard Tavian. You gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. One of my girlfriends, I remember she was talking to me. She told me the story, right? And I was like, I would never think to do something like that. So she planned this date with her and her guy. I don't know if this guy was her boyfriend or anything like that. But she planned a date with this guy, and they went to New York. And she got a massage therapist to come to the room and massage him.
That's really good.
You know, do it in like a erotic way. And I think she like gave him some head or something, like while he was getting the massage and all of that. And you know, that wasn't her guy, you know. But I thought about it like, that's a nice little way to keep things spicy. I would have never thought about doing anything like that. But I was like,
yeah, that was good. That was really good.
People really be pulling out some tricks out of their bags.
Pulling out the stuff. Massages, first of all, make you very sensual anyway. So it starts releasing stuff. You know, like we've had a massage therapist come to the house, and we in the house getting massages. Like, it's tons of shit to do. Ask your mate. Ask him, like, what you want to? What you feeling?
You feeling like?
What you feeling? And if you're in the mood for it, hey, just keep turning it up a notch. Maybe have a massage therapist come over. You know, turn it up a notch.
So, Tavian, tell the femmes where they can find you, what you do, because you do more than just work with your company. You do so much stuff. Please tell the femmes where they can find you on Instagram, website, all that jazz, everything that you do, specialties, all of that stuff.
Okay. You can find me at Tavian.Knight. That's my personal page. Or you can follow me at KTE Miami. That's my concierge business. Like I said, I'm COO of Nighttime Enterprises, and we run a music production company called The Gem Factory. So we handle all your music production needs. We are there to assist from A to Z, and the music is fucking fire.
No, it really
Check
is.
us out on The Gem Factory. Between running that company and doing concierge, I'm doing some management in between. You know, I've been hosting some parties and doing some party promotions, which has been keeping me really, really busy. We're here in Miami, Florida, just living our best lives. So if you want to like work, hang out and chop it up, hit me up.
Tavian. So we have a birthday party to plan.
Yep. I'm on it.
We have a birthday party to plan. I do plan on going out of the country for my birthday.
Okay,
but
I love it.
we do have a birthday to plan.
I love it.
We have a birthday to plan, and I want all the femmes to come. I want it to be grand and amazing. So we need to start that soon.
I know what she want. I know exactly what she want.
You know exactly what I want, sis.
Mm-hmm.
You know exactly what I want.
All right, I'm gonna get on that ASAP.
Thank you, Tavian. Thank you for being here.
I wouldn't be anywhere else.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Did you have a good
I
time?
had a fantastic time.
I ain't dig all in your business, did I?
Just a little bit.
Just a little something,
Just a little bit.
Just
It's
okay. Well, thank you for being here, femmes. Thank you for listening and tuning in to another episode of Femininity by Rachel V. My beautiful and amazing guest, which is one of my best friends, Tavian Knight. Thank you. Thank you for being
one
amazing.
of my best friends and my host here on Femininity. I just want to say that I'm so proud of you. You're doing like a super dope job. You came into Miami. You took it, by storm. Like, you did not let up. You did your thing. I'm so proud. You got so much going on. You got so much. Like, this is a busy bitch right here.
I know.
Okay? This is a busy bitch. And she's got a lot going on, and she handles everything with love, care, discernment. Like, I'm so proud of you. Like, look at this. Look at this.
Oh my God.
Look at it. I'm so proud of you. Give me a hand clap. Give me a hand clap.
You want a hand?
Boom. Yes.
The hand claps are good,
the
right?
hand claps are great. I love you. Kudos to you. Good job and great show, and to many, many more.
Thank you, everyone. If you want to ask Tavian any questions, or if you want to, just anything you want to know about this episode, you want to kind of chime in with Tavian, you can send me a text at 305-614-1916 and just text Tavian. And anything that you guys want to ask her, I will shoot it to her. And you also follow her on Instagram.
Yeah, Tavian.
She'll definitely be back.
I'll be back.
She'll be back. Our magical friend. That was great.